Hi guys, sorry about the last video. I had no idea that you can actually see the zoom controls, which obviously then makes it completely pointless when I'm trying to show you how to do a virtual IPS using Zoom. Okay, so we're just going to start from the start. You want to open Zoom, and what you want to do is you want to go into Home, schedule a meeting, whatever name, date, time, and then save that. Mine goes into my iCalendar, and then you want to go, move this along, then you want to go into meetings and say, for example, this is the meeting, and I will just start that there. And you will see join with computer audio and then start video. So that's how you open up and set Zoom. And then obviously what you need to do is you need to share your screen so that your clients can see what you're seeing. And you can then just straightforward and go and do your IPS. So let me just close that down. So this is the screen share control, which you couldn't see before. There. So it will let me share whatever's on my desk. So at the moment, with just now, I'm sharing my whole desktop, which is what I recommend. Makes things a lot easier. However, there are other options that you can share your screen with. So let me show you those. Let's bring up these two. And I'll come back into Zoom. So now I've opened up some more windows. And because I have some more things on my desktop, I can choose which window it is that I want to share, which is handy for some things. I prefer just to share my desktop because it's the same as if they were in Studio. However, you might have a messy desktop, but I have just popped everything in my desktop folder on my desktop. So let me do desktop share. Okay. And then with that, you will then just do your IPS as to however you do your IPS, and that's how you share your screen. And everything that you can see, your client can see at the same time. So that's how you will be able to share your screen through doing Zoom with IPS. So let me just hide IPS. Where am I? Okay. So that's how you will be able to do your Zoom virtually through IPS, virtually through Zoom, wrong way around. And then you'll see the controls up here still. And what I'm going to do is, now that I've finished, I've gone through everything, I've done my IPS, I'm going to stop the share because we finished that now. And then when you're ready, you can click end, and then it'll say end meeting for all, and then you click that one too. Now, when you've started your meeting and you are waiting for your client to enter the room, you'll see this little figure here. So at the moment it's 1 because there's only me in there. And when your client comes in, you will be able to see them on here, and it will give you a little button here to say admit. And you can just let them into your room, but they can't get into your room until you admit them through this. But you'll be able to know that because you'll check here and it'll be participants 2 or 3, and that number will increase even if they're not in the room because they're sitting waiting to come in. When you finish your IPS, just click end, and then end meeting for all. Your Zoom session has closed and finished, and then at that point is where I send over the viewing agreement form, and I will then send over details for payment. That's how you do a virtual IPS via Zoom using screen sharing. Hope that was helpful. Glad we finally got there. Any questions, please let me know.